Hey guys, today's video is about fixing this gas tank. I had to sand the paint off it because it started leaking when I put it back on the bike. And when I sanded down, I figured out it looks like the previous owner put some JB Weld on the spots that are leaking. So I think that's what it's coming from. So I put some vinegar and BBs in it. I've been shaking it for a few hours and I'll continue to do so to get all the rust out. And then I have a kit, a fiberglass kit by JB Weld to put on the leaks, and I also have some tank sealer for the inside that I will put on the inside. But let's just shake it for a bit and then we'll let it sit overnight and we'll pour the liquid out tomorrow morning, and then we'll go ahead and start doing the patching and everything. Anyway. Vinegar. It's looking a little better in there. I'm not going to run a hose through it and some dish soap just to get all that out. And I'll clean the tank up and then we can sand it down, start patching it up, and put the sealer inside. So I had to order a new carburetor. This is the old one, and this is the new one. Seems like it'd be the other way around, but this old one was cracked at the top right here on the vacuum port. But the main reason is down in here, you can't see it, but there's a thing that the slide sits on, or really it just keeps it from spinning from side to side, and that was broken off. So if you pulled the throttle at all, the thing would just rev to the moon, and you couldn't stop it until you turned it off. So I had to order a new one with a intact pin in the side of it to keep the slide straight. It's a little dirty though, and it said in the ad it needs to be rebuilt. So we're going to take all the good parts out of this one, clean this one up, and then put it into this one. So I just went through all of it. These are the parts I'm going to use, the new top half and the old bottom half, along with all the old hardware. A lot of it was in much better condition than the newer carburetor. And this is all the stuff I will not be using. The old carburetor top half, the new carburetor bottom half, and all the new internal parts. The gaskets are much crustier, and all this is, this just looks a little better than that. Especially with stuff like this, the needle. That one doesn't look as good as, say, that one. Yeah. Anyway, I'm going to get some of the loose debris off this one, and then I will put it in the ultrasonic cleaner. carb's all done and put back together. Now I'm going to go ahead and put it back on the bike. Alright guys, I moved outside for better lighting. It's time to get this onto there. And just like that, the carb is on. None of the fuel lines or anything are routed, but we'll probably have to do that first. Alright guys, so I got the carbon fiber JP weld kit on. It looks awful, but I honestly just hope it stops leaks and works. As long as it works, right? I'll paint over it and everything. But yeah, it looks terrible. And I mean, I'm not even sure if I'm even good on some spots, really. Seems dry to the touch now, for the most part. But yeah, I missed some spots and I don't have any left, so we'll see what happens. I'm going to seal the inside of the tank too. So this is the tank sealer I'm going to be using in the tank. I don't have much experience with this either, but Amazon gave it good reviews. The instructions are on the back and it seems fairly simple. You just clean it out, which I've already done, and then you roll it around the tank and let it drain. So I guess I'm going to go for it. I can always redo it or just buy a new tank if it goes wrong, I guess. I'm going to let this dry a little bit longer, and then I'll go ahead and put this in it. Okay guys, so I currently have the tank flipped over on its head. That's where it was leaking out of, the top. So I'm just letting it all settle down there and then I'll finish draining it.